Huntech Pro is proudly brought to you by Treason, No Scent, Magnum Archery, Orpin Weapons, Wild Dog 4x4 Accessories, Oberhauser Taxidermy, Triplepoint Outdoors, and Gun Rats.
Crystal Creek Bowhunting is situated on the border between the Limpopo and Mpumalanga province of South Africa. We are a mere 3.5 hours drive from the OR Tambo International Airport in a malaria-free area. We strictly permit bowhunting to minimize the stress on our game with strategic hides placed across the property to target specific animals. Our farm is 2,500 hectares, spanning multiple heights and ravines, mountainous areas and grasslands. Our lodge caters for 8 people comfortably. We're a family-orientated business. We have the privilege of working side by side, father and son, after we acquired the farm in 2016. It's been a massive privilege and blessing to work in the hunting industry and grow the farm from where it was to what it is today.
The lodge, which is a very exclusive lodge, accommodating 8 hunters and guests, is much more modern and with modern day comforts. So by that, we're giving the hunter and the guest the real African experience. The reserve is exemption, and for that matter, hunting can take place year-round, which also gives the hunters a wide opportunity of time frames to come and hunt. There's a freshwater spring running through the property, just emanating outside the border of the property. And in that spring there's a huge dam spanning 9 hectares and with a holding capacity of 350,000 cubic meters of water. The topography is very mountainous and with ravines, and there's a fall of 2,000 feet, creating a huge amount of biodiversity of bushveld and islands, grasslands. We've been very fortunate to be able to test the Triplepoint Broadhead at Crystal Creek. The Triplepoint Broadhead was developed by Mr. Josh Miller over a period of 14 years, and we've been quite astounded by the amount of physics and science that went into the research and development of this specific product. This product is by far superior, pertaining to accuracy, penetration and the clean killing abilities that it just has. It's just an amazing product. The 150 grain solid, fixed blade. Point, it also comes in a 125 and 125 fixed blade and 100 gram mechanical. We tested the mechanical extensively here, which was, as I said, gave us the phenomenal results, and we're very impressed with the product.
Hi, I'm Josh Miller. I'm the owner of Triplepoint Outdoors and the Clovis Mechanical and Fixed Blade Broadhead. Essentially, I invented the Broadhead to take care of a lot of energy issues of penetration going through animals and also durability. I kind of wanted to look at how to get a Broadhead to fly perfectly with ballistic flight, impact with massive energy, explode open with single bevel cutting blades that helically turn through the animal and take the animal down effectively, efficiently, and as quickly as possible. And we're at the point now where the Clovis is doing absolutely amazing things when it comes to bow hunting. The penetration is unbelievable. The impact energy is unbelievable. The flight is perfect. I would say better than field point flight. And then we also have a set of practice blanks that go on so you can shoot it and practice with it and not tear up your targets.
So yeah, Josh and I are on our way for the first afternoon in the blind. Josh, you excited, bud?
Super excited. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what we find when it shows up. Take a shot on it.
Yeah.
Real good shot. See what we can do.
Yeah, man, I'm so excited, you know, with welding up 3 months, 4 months,
Absolutely.
waiting for Josh to arrive here, and now we're here. So I'm really excited to see what
a few practice shots.
Yeah.
Ready to go. I feel good about that. So I think we're ready to go. Can't wait.
Sweet, let's see what's going to happen.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so guys, you know we use no scent, and this is to eliminate our scent and to have better chances to shoot bigger bucks. So I'll be showing Josh how we use it. I mean, he's also got no scent from Mike, and Mike, you know, thanks bud for sending us that no scent each year to use. Let's see what's going to come to the blind later.
We set up in a hide overlooking some more feed. It was closer to the mountains, so we didn't have that big savanna in front of us. It was a more constricted area. You couldn't see a lot coming in because there was a hill on our right, hill coming down the left, and there was some savanna in front. And then it started getting dim, and this really beautiful male Impala came in, and he actually worked his way in from several hundred yards out. Very cautious the whole time. He was really jumpy. I was concerned about that. I know they have lightning fast reaction times, and I had the bear redemption, so I felt comfortable with the shot. But he worked his way into 20 yards, and we couldn't move a whole lot. And he eventually got a little skittish because someone else worked his way in behind us. I can't remember what it was, but he was watching behind us the whole time.
See something big there.
He decided to move out to 30, and he kind of turned broadside, and I said, Johan, is it time for a shot? He said, you've got a shot angle here. So he was broadside, maybe slightly quartering, but mostly broadside. He was kind of focused on something in the distance, and so I went ahead and I drew. He's 30 yards away, we ranged him, and so we knew exactly I could shoot that far. I had my pin right on him at the spot, which is the top of the front leg, at the shoulder, about a third of the way up the body mass. Held the pin there and slowly released my release trigger.
Yeah. You see the white line? There's a jackal. Right. You see the jackal? Up there. That's why it wasn't right. What do you think? What's it like now? You think you can take the shot? If you're comfortable with it. He's looking away. Video. 34. Probably jump to break. Just aim on that line. afraid it's gonna happen, but I went over. Let's get a shot. Dang.
And it was funny because as I released, the Impala turned to face us and literally saw the arrow coming through the air. And they're so fast, the thing string jumped me like a whitetail, but faster. Whitetail are fast, and I knew at 30 yards, string jumping is a problem, but that Impala dropped probably 18 inches, curved his back, and I watched the arrow sail over an arc and then land behind him in a tree. I had the nocturnal strobing luminance, or the lighted Nox on, and so I could see the nocturnal off in the distance flashing and glowing green and red. At least we got a nice clean miss on the Impala. It was a phenomenal hunt, and then I hope to maybe see him again next hunt.
Huntech Pro is proudly sponsored by Trigger Cam, Carbon Core Arrows, Ultimo Group, Helver Rifles, Bullets and Innovations, G2 Shop, and Nat Shoot. Huntech Pro's proud media partners are Game & Hunt Magazine and Arms and Wildlife.
A deer's nose is 1,000 times more powerful than the human nose. That means he will smell you way before you ever see him. No Scent is a 3-phase scent elimination system that destroys 100% of human odor. Our revolutionary enzyme formula works by fully encapsulating and by attacking and eliminating human odor particles. Our No Scent laundry pods, hair and body wash, and field spray will take 100% of the stink out of you. No Scent. Hunt undetected.
This segment's brought to you by Triplepoint, makers of the revolutionary Clovis Broadheads. 100% American made. Order yours at triplepointoutdoors.com.
Josh, our first morning.
Yeah.
You excited about the hunt?
Super excited. It's a beautiful morning. It's cool. Sun's out on the hillside, mountainside around us. Beautiful blind. Saw some animals this morning, some Impala and some little beast, and excited to use our broadhead and get this thing through some animals here today. Let it perform.
Which broadhead will you be using?
I have in the quiver I have 125 grain Clovis mechanical broadheads, and then I have a carnivora 125 grain also.
So tell me about the Clovis.
The Clovis broadhead is a mechanical broadhead that uses a rare earth magnet to keep the blades retained perfectly until impact, and it takes 3 pounds of force to blow open the cutting blades and helically spin through the animal and cut a good pathway through, putting the animal down quickly.
And the carnivora?
The carnivora is able to convert from mechanical to fixed blade, and so you can take the Clovis mechanical and convert it to a fixed blade carnivora and 125, 150 grain solid blades, or even 175 grain model.
And then what I saw is really awesome. They field point accurate.
Absolutely. One thing we can tout is even almost better than field point accuracy from our flight profile ballistics. The broadhead just flies perfectly every time. No question.
But I'm excited to share this hunt with you. Let's see what's going to come to the blind.
Absolutely, we're excited.
So the first hunt I did at Crystal Creek, we actually were out in a hide. There was some feed out. We were in kind of a bottom, I'd say kind of like a creek bottom. There's a nice savanna in front of us. It's very flat. You can see for probably several hundred yards, probably 300-400 yards to cross the trees. And there was open grassland in between us. And we had zebra coming in, not quite close enough for a shot. They would kind of come in cautiously and move away. We had a wildebeest off in the distance, a couple hundred yards, that were kind of milling around. We were watching those to come in. Then we had several, I would say, dozen baboons work their way in to the feed, and they were all around the hide. They were moving around. One actually almost jumped into the hide, which is kind of funny. And I asked Johan, what happens if this baboon jumps in the hide? But luckily he didn't. And so we were actually watching for the animals, and one of the baboons was quite large, and he came in and started feeding at the feeder. And Johan said, if you want to take this baboon, go ahead, Josh. And I said, absolutely do.
You see that one eating orange? Yeah, shoot it. In the chest, that one eating orange. Yeah, take it. On the shoulder. Wait. Wait for him to come. See the one on the left? This one at the salt. Oh, he's walking back, eh? Take it. If he sits on the shoulder, in the chest. Good job, Josh. You know how difficult to shoot them. Truly. That was fun. Oh, sweet. Your first animal was a baboon. Do we let it lay? We're gonna wait now. I'll call in the team to come and cover it. The wildebeest are watching. Yeah, we can leave them. Good job. His head was kind of down. I just went like right here. Perfect. What I told me to do and just drilled him. I made a drill his face. You see, I ran like 20 yards. You brought it, man. Well done. Baboon. It just drilled the thing. Oh, he didn't like that. That was so fun. Well done.
And so I had a 125 mechanical broadhead on. I had a Bear Redemption I was shooting that day, and the Clovis 125 did the job. I had plenty of time to watch him. He came in and he fed. He moved around a little bit, chased some other baboons off. He eventually kind of settled down and sat and started eating, and I looked for that head bob up and down, and as soon as he lifted his head, I went ahead and let go of the arrow because I was already at full draw. I settled the pin on him. I had the pin on him for probably 20 seconds before I let go, and I wanted him to get comfortable and settle down and not move. And when I let go, the mechanical broadhead literally did absolutely phenomenal performance, blowing clear through the whole baboon, coming out the backside. He made it probably 40 yards and expired, and so it was a phenomenal first hunt here in South Africa.
Josh, that shot on that baboon was spot on, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, it was phenomenal. I kind of waited for him to, he was eating, sitting on his rear end, and then I aimed for his chest, head up and down, and when he put his head up, I just let it fly, and sank it right in through his chest. But he went over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you walk out here.
He didn't go 20 yards.
There were all kinds of baboons over here. When I hit him, he just took off in a death run and went down pretty quick, so we're excited to go and cover him. As a matter of fact, I see him here.
Josh, I must say, man, your Clovis is spot on.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Right underneath that chin, you put in a perfect shot.
Good hit. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you can see right here where it hit the chest and then came out on the back. Yeah, all the way through. What a beautiful baboon. Thank you. It's a great hunt. I'm excited. Amazing how fast they are. They're moving around constantly, so to get the proper shot, you had to wait till they're in position. And fortunately, he was in a good position. He was close enough, 20 yards, right, and put the shot wherever I needed to. So I'm very happy with this baboon. Thank you.
Cool, man. Good shooting.
Appreciate it, Johan.
The Triplepoint Outdoors Clovis Broadhead did exactly what it was designed for. The Clovis can be shot out of any poundage, any speed, and any type of bow. Bow hunting in South Africa this early in the season can be difficult, but the team kept their hopes high for some more action at the blinds.
Yes.
So the next night we decided to go back in that same hide that really nice Impala came in. He was a definite animal I wanted to take. And we decided, because of the reaction time, we decided to go ahead and take the Raven R500. That Raven R500 shoots 500 feet per second. We tipped it with a 100 grain mechanical Clovis broadhead, and we knew we had the speed to beat that Impala's reaction time. And we had several ewes coming in, actually a lot of them, probably 10, 15 of them coming in, little small ones too. And they were milling around and feeding and licking the mineral block. And then the Impala shows up. We didn't think it was gonna happen. I mean, we were there probably half an hour watching the ewes and there was nothing going on more than that. And all of a sudden, there he was again. I thought, it's time for redemption. And so we had the Raven and we had some shooting sticks in the hide. We set it up. We ranged him. He came in. He actually was chasing ewes all over the place. I had no shot for a moment because he's just running around grunting, chasing ewes, and it's fun to watch.
He's coming now. Just oh, there he is. Easy. He's up there going. Can you see him? Yeah. Oh, he's far. Yeah. Okay. There he is. Wait for him to come close in. He's going in slow. Hang in the middle window. Hang in the middle. They've got his face. Just wait for him. Okay, I'm on. I'm on. Okay, just wait. Can you shoot him? Huh? Just hang on. I can shoot him now. You can shoot him in between the legs. Right now. Yeah, you must shoot him. Okay, ready? You must shoot him there. You ready? Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Josh, how does that redemption feel? Unbelievable. What a ram. What a beautiful Impala. I'm so excited. I'm shaking right now. This is great. The Raven did, the R500 did phenomenal. I can't wait to go find him. Super excited. Beautiful shot.
And then he ran out about 70 yards, turned around, and he decided to go ahead and come into the mineral lick. And he started walking in and kind of like this, just real authoritative coming in. And I went ahead and had my bow ready. The R500 was positioned on the shooting sticks. And we let him go ahead and start licking the mineral lick. And he was 20 yards away, but he was really hard quartering, and I just didn't like the shot. But then I realized we're shooting the Raven R500 with a 100-grain mechanical Clovis, and I knew we had the energy to blow through the whole Impala. And I went ahead and got the okay from Johan. I put it on his left shoulder to get an off-shoulder shot through the body and both lungs. I slowly squeezed the trigger, and the Broadhead literally blew through the entire Impala.
They shower.
Went this way.
Do you see the bright color coming out? That's a good indication that you hit the lung. That, like I said, on the angle it was.
Red oxygenated blood.
Yeah, so the angle we hit the heart and one lung, so we gotta wait for it to fill up. That's a good indication for us. Okay.
We know you're doing it. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, it's a beautiful one.
Beautiful Impala.
And I mean, the angle that was presented for us, right?
With a Raven, with a shot.
Look at your entrance.
Yeah.
Quickly have a look where that bolt went out. Take a look,
Come out the back side. The other side. Other side. Exit. Let it come out. Oh wow. Oh my. It came out in the... Look back here. Back hip. Yeah. Wow. Went through the whole body.
Unbelievable penetration.
What penetration. Unbelievable.
We made it through, as far as penetration, the entire Impala. And the Broadhead did, again, just unbelievable penetration, unbelievable performance at going through that animal. It went probably 70 yards and piled up, and it was just an absolute trophy of a lifetime for me anyway, taking this large Impala and having him come back in and kind of getting some redemption, if you will, not allowing him to string jump, because we went back and looked at the footage, and that Raven R500 put that Clovis through that animal before it even could react. The skin couldn't even flutter before it dropped to react. It was already through the whole animal. So it was just an incredible hunt to get some redemption and get that animal on the ground that I had missed because it string jumped me a couple night before.
Magnum Archery, your partner in tournaments, hunting, and anything to do with a bow and arrow. We offer a bespoke string building experience and can service any brand of bow there. We are here to supply you with all your archery needs and keep you up to date with the latest technologies and trends. Bow hunting and target archery, this is our game.
Oberholzer Taxidermy strives to portray your hunting trophies in as realistic a state as possible. We give you a trophy that you aren't simply proud of or would like to add to your collection, but also your very own prized piece of Africa along with fond memories of our land. Hunting is an incredibly rewarding sport. Complement your prize with professional taxidermy services at Oberholzer Taxidermy.
At Orpin Weapons, we have a dedicated team of professionals that are extremely passionate about firearms. We specialize in custom rifle building, accurizing, customization, repair and general sales of firearms and their related accessories. Each firearm receives our signature attention to detail, met with unique insight gathered through more than 50 years' experience as gunsmiths. We look forward to assist you in your firearm needs.
Spend your days enjoying the various activities on the reserve, or bask in the tranquil environment from the comfort of the lodge's lounge. Unwind with a drink by a crackling fire during the evening in the boma, and absorb the twinkling night sky and sounds of Africa as you prepare for a peaceful night's rest.
That looks phenomenal. No, that's giraffe? Yep. Giraffe. Unbelievable. He's a giraffe fillet. It's got like a little smoky crust on the outside. Look at that. Super soft. Look at that. You can see the meat flex. Very good tasting. Oh, that is phenomenal.
Grab some more.
Oh, I'm not gonna say no. Thank you. Thank you. Grip. That is really good.
Enjoy it.
I'm already enjoying it.
So the final hunt we had at Crystal Creek, we were out and we actually were going to a hide in the Bucky, and we came around a corner and there were some kudu cows out and about milling in front of the Bucky, and we looked up and saw this huge body, and we weren't sure what it was. We thought maybe an eland at first, it was so big, and then it put its head up and it was a massive kudu, just huge kudu. And so by the time we got around the corner and there's some brush between us, he was gone. And so the gray ghost is definitely true, because the thing literally disappeared, yet the cows were there. And I'm like, well, where's this giant male at? Where's this bull? And so we got in the hide thinking maybe he'll come back, because the cows weren't scared. They ran off in the brush probably 70 yards away, 80 yards away. So we snuck into the hide, we got in position. We watched those kudu mill around. The cows came back in and started feeding. No bull, no bull, no bull. We waited as long as we could. That big bull just was gone. And of course, the gray ghost is true. It just disappeared and none of us saw where he went to. And so I decided at that point, you know, starting to get a little bit late, I said, you know, there's a really nice big cow over there. I said, she's an older cow. We decided to take her. She gave us a shot angle.
The back looks small, to be honest. About that elbow. Good. Next now, wait. Good. You want to put that shot in between the two legs now. Are you ready? Yeah. Wait. On the shoulder. Yeah, wait. Okay, good. On the shoulder. Ready? Yeah.
And so she ended up getting about a quartering away shot. Big cow. She was about 20 yards away. I put that Raven R500 right behind her shoulder, up the shoulder, about a third up the body mass. She was quartering away, so I put it a little bit back in the crease to get the opposite shoulder. Let go of the broadhead, and again, complete pass through. Clovis did its job yet again.
Josh, that looked like a perfect spot on the money.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I waited, and you know, she was a kind of matriarchal doe, and she was pretty old, and so I wanted to be able to take her. And I wanted to put that arrow right between the front legs, so she was quartering slightly away. By the time I made a good shot, so I'm excited.
I respect you for taking out the oldest cow.
Yeah.
And not going for the trophy always.
Yeah, and we saw a giant bull, huge bull, and didn't make it back in today. So we waited as long as we could and had a good shot at this doe, or this cow, and I'm super excited to be able to go find her.
Yeah, let's go check if we can find the arrow, and then we
good.
can go on the track.
She took off running, made it probably about, I'd say 60 yards, and we thought she piled up. We heard the crash and we weren't really sure, but we did know she was probably piled up because the other cows were kind of herding around her and looking at maybe where she went down. And of course, we waited about a half an hour to get out of the hide. We slowly tracked blood and we recovered her very quickly about 60 yards away. Just a beautiful hide, beautiful animal. Couldn't be luckier to be able to take that kudu.
So,
Very good shot.
Couldn't find the bolt.
Is this a...
That's the exit.
Exit?
Yes.
Great. Yeah. Better than that, you could have done. Couldn't have done. Thank you.
Beautiful animals. Gorgeous.
It was two old cows, but we think this was a matriarch cow. So.
You know, it's the end of this episode, but I hope you pay attention because coming up we have some really big hunts. We made our way to Roger Berger Safaris in the Free State, and you're gonna see some absolutely phenomenal bow hunts. We're gonna see some situations we got in with some storms and some weather that were fun, some spot and stalks that were super challenging, and you're gonna absolutely eat up and love this next episode, so stay tuned.
To watch Huntech's episodes or to find out more about their sponsors and destinations, visit their website and follow them on their social platforms to stay up to date.